Have you ever wondered why some people seem unshaken by the chaos of life? Why do they stay calm, even when things fall apart? Imagine if you had the power to control your emotions and face any challenge without losing your peace. Wouldn't that feel like real freedom? Life throws problems at us, difficult people, unexpected setbacks, and daily stress. But what if I told you that the way to remain unaffected lies not in changing the world, but in mastering your mind? The ancient Stoics believed that the secret to unshakable peace is understanding this simple truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words from Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, are a timeless reminder that our true power lies within. Instead of battling the uncontrollable, the Stoics teach us to focus on what we can influence: our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Think about it. How often do we waste energy worrying about things we can't change? The Stoics saw this as a trap, a distraction from living a meaningful life. They believed that when we focus on controlling ourselves, not the world, we find freedom. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said it best: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset flips the way we see challenges. Instead of feeling powerless, we realize that our reaction is where our true strength lies. Now, imagine approaching life with this perspective. When someone criticizes you, instead of reacting with anger, you pause and ask yourself, is this really worth my peace? When a plan doesn't work out, instead of stressing, you remind yourself that setbacks are opportunities to grow. The Stoics believed that every obstacle carries a lesson if we're willing to see it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This video isn't just about philosophy. It's about tools you can use to handle life better. Whether you're facing big problems or small annoyances, the Stoic principles we'll explore will help you stay calm, focused, and strong. They'll show you how to build an inner fortress that no external event can shake. As we dive into these 10 principles, I want you to keep this question in mind. What's one area of your life where you're letting external things control your peace? By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to change that. Remember, the Stoics didn't just talk about philosophy, they lived it. They faced wars, exile, and personal loss, yet they remained composed. Their wisdom has lasted for centuries because it works. So, are you ready to learn how to master your mind and live a life where nothing can affect you? Stay tuned, because these 10 Stoic principles might just change the way you see the world forever. The happiness of your life, as Marcus Aurelius said, depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Principle 1. Control what you can. One of the most powerful ideas in Stoicism is to focus only on what you can control. Imagine how much time and energy we waste worrying about things beyond our influence, like other people's opinions, the past, or even the weather. The Stoics teach us that peace comes from directing our energy toward things within our control. As Epictetus put it, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Think about it. Can you control someone cutting you off in traffic? Number. But you can control how you react to it. Can you change the fact that it's raining during your vacation? Number. But you can choose to embrace the moment and make the best of it. By focusing only on what's in our control, we avoid unnecessary stress and frustration. This principle doesn't mean giving up or being passive. Instead, it's about being smart with your energy. For example, if you're preparing for an exam, focus on studying, not worrying about the results. If you're in a tough situation at work, focus on improving your skills, not stressing over office politics. By shifting your perspective, you'll find yourself calmer and more in charge of your life. When you start applying this principle, you'll notice how much lighter you feel. Instead of being overwhelmed by things you can't control, you'll focus on what truly matters: your actions, thoughts, and effort. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Principle 2. Accept reality. Life is unpredictable, and not everything goes the way we want. The Stoics believed that peace comes from accepting reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This principle isn't about giving up, but about facing life with strength and wisdom. As Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well." Let's face it, there are things we can't change. Whether it's a missed opportunity, a difficult person, or a sudden challenge, resisting reality only adds to our suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean you're okay with everything that happens. It means you're choosing not to let it control your peace. Imagine you lose a job opportunity. Instead of dwelling on what you've lost, acceptance allows you to focus on finding new possibilities. It's not about giving up, but moving forward with clarity. When you accept what is, you free yourself from the emotional weight of denial and frustration. The Stoics believed that by embracing reality, we could find opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." When we accept reality, we reclaim our power. Principle 3. Practice negative visualization. Most people avoid thinking about bad things happening, but the Stoics did the opposite. They practiced negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to prepare their minds. This might sound negative, but it's actually a tool for strength and gratitude. Seneca explained, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By imagining challenges before they happen, you're mentally preparing yourself. For example, think about losing something important: a job, a relationship, or your health. This exercise doesn't mean you want it to happen, but it helps you appreciate what you have and strengthens you for the future. When you practice negative visualization, you'll find that you're less likely to panic when problems arise. You've already rehearsed how to handle them, and that makes you resilient. At the same time, you start appreciating life's blessings more deeply. Principle 4. Master your emotions. Emotions are natural, but they don't have to control you. The Stoics taught that while we can't always stop emotions from arising, we can choose how to respond to them. As Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." Take anger, for example. When someone offends you, your initial reaction might be rage, but pause and ask yourself, "Is this worth my peace?" Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It means observing them without being controlled by them. One way to practice this is by creating space between your feelings and your reactions. If you feel frustrated, take a deep breath, reflect, and respond calmly. Over time, this habit can transform the way you handle life's challenges. Principle 5. Live with purpose. The Stoics believe that life becomes meaningful when you live with purpose. Every day offers an opportunity to align your actions with your values. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life." This principle is about intentional living, not drifting through life but making deliberate choices. Imagine waking up each morning and asking yourself, what is the most important thing I can do today? When you live with purpose, you stop wasting time on distractions and focus on what truly matters. This could mean improving your skills, building stronger relationships, or contributing to something bigger than yourself. Living with purpose doesn't mean you need grand plans or achievements. Even small, consistent actions aligned with your values can create a fulfilling life. For example, if kindness is important to you, find opportunities to help someone today. If personal growth matters, take one small step to learn something new. The Stoics saw purpose as a guiding light through life's difficulties. When you know your why, you can endure almost any how. Seneca put it perfectly. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Principle 6. Embrace discomfort. Growth rarely happens in comfort. The Stoics believed that challenges and discomfort are essential for becoming stronger. Epictetus said, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Instead of avoiding discomfort, they saw it as a teacher. Think about a time when you achieved something meaningful. It likely required effort, persistence, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Whether it's physical training, learning a new skill, or dealing with a tough situation, discomfort pushes us to grow. The Stoics also practiced voluntary discomfort to build resilience. For example, they would occasionally eat simple meals, wear plain clothes, or endure the cold to remind themselves that they didn't need luxuries to be content. This practice helps us detach from material comforts and strengthens our ability to face real challenges. When you embrace discomfort, you stop fearing it. Instead, you see it as an opportunity to develop mental toughness. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Principle 7. Memento mori. Remember death. Life is precious because it's limited. The Stoics often reflected on mortality, not to dwell on fear, but to inspire urgency and gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Memento mori reminds us to focus on what truly matters. When you remember that life is short, small annoyances lose their power, and you're inspired to live fully. It's a reminder to cherish loved ones, pursue meaningful goals, and let go of trivial worries. This principle doesn't mean living recklessly. Instead, it encourages you to make thoughtful choices and appreciate each moment. By keeping death in mind, you'll find clarity in what's worth your time and energy. Principle 8. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Seneca advised, nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about actively noticing the blessings in your life, no matter how small. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the people you care about. These are all gifts. Practicing gratitude changes the way you see the world. Instead of being frustrated by what you don't have, you feel rich with what you do. Try starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, this simple habit can transform your perspective. Principle 9. Detach from outcomes. The Stoics teach us to focus on effort, not results. As Epictetus said, do your duty and leave the rest to the gods. This principle encourages you to give your best in any situation, but to let go of the need to control the outcome. Think about a goal you've worked toward, whether it's a career milestone, a relationship, or a creative project. While it's important to aim high, obsessing over results can lead to stress and disappointment. Instead, focus on what you can do right now. Detaching from outcomes doesn't mean you don't care. It means you trust the process and find peace in knowing you did your part. This mindset not only reduces anxiety, but also helps you stay motivated in the face of setbacks. Principle 10. Serve others. The Stoics believed that we're here to contribute to the greater good. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Man is made for deeds of kindness." Serving others isn't just about helping them, it's also a path to fulfillment. Acts of service don't have to be grand. Simple gestures, like listening to a friend, offering a kind word, or helping someone in need, can make a big impact. When you focus on others, you shift your attention away from your own problems, gaining perspective and purpose. The Stoics saw service as a way to align with nature, as we're all connected. By serving others, you create a ripple effect of positivity that benefits both you and the world. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. Which of these Stoic principles will you start applying today? Remember, the true power of Stoicism lies in action, not just understanding. It's about living these ideas every day, especially when life gets tough. Epictetus reminded us, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Think of Stoicism as a toolkit for life. When challenges arise, these principles can help you navigate them with calmness and clarity. You now know how to focus on what you can control, accept reality, and master your emotions. You've learned to live with purpose, embrace discomfort, and practice gratitude. And you've been reminded to detach from outcomes, serve others, and reflect on mortality. These ideas aren't just abstract thoughts. They are pathways to a stronger, more resilient you. Life will continue to test you. There will be difficult people, unexpected losses, and moments of doubt. But with Stoicism, you don't have to face these challenges unprepared. If you found these Stoic tips helpful, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more content like this. Your support means a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.